Weed. Hi, little squirrel. What are you doing? Oh, my tummy hurts me so bad. Must be the breakfast burritos. Sonic Mooser 590. Sonic. Have I seen your movies yet? I haven't. Hello, Michael Thomas. How are you doing? Wow, that's pretty fancy. What's up in Alabama, Chrissy? How are you doing? I was born in South Mississippi. What part of Alabama are you from? Limestone. What am I saying? I am saying things like Skibbity and Alpha Riz and Beta Giat. Nailed it. Brian Rott. Who the hell is that, man? Son of a bitch. That's how old. What in the hell? Gone. Gone forever. I'm about that rice, no ego, huh? I'm all about that butt, no jello. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, nah. This thing sat forever. Fine. What do you mean, but? I don't know. You say I got ADHD. I don't know what I say. I hate when people ask me, what did you just say? I look at them like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? Listen, if you weren't listening, why in the fuck would you think I'd be listening? I was the one that was talking, you son of a bitch. What in the hell? It keeps shooting its wad, man. It keeps blowing its wad. What the hell? It used to work better. What the F1 mean frick? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, son of a bitch. We're gonna stick this in this box. See how long it takes to go off. It can randomly go off anytime. It's like a little hand grenade. Bum, 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 bum. Cray, cray. Sweet devotion. Oh, shit. Oh, I think I got the Hershey squirts. They just went off. I'm all about that rice, about that rice, about that rice. No ego. Donald Trump has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize for preventing the India-Pakistan war. Thumbs up. Man, thumbs up, Donald Trump for sure. That is pretty fucking sweet. Plus, he just fucking flattened fucking Iran. Dude, that was an awesome strike, huh? Jesus Christ. Pickle surprise.
Pickle surprise! Pickle surprise!
That's another sign of inferiority.
What's that?
You vote for those who are going to do the most for black people.
Right.
Right? If black people are so superior, why can't they do most for themselves?
My father's older than you, and he tells me stories about, how he grew up and he worked on a plantation. And he did say, he got along with,
I don't care. I was there.
He was there before you. He's older than you.
White people got along
He's older
way
than you.
better than they do today.
What?
So the white people are sick of the black people. Everybody.
You said sick of dogs on them? What'd you say?
I said that white people and black people got along way better than they are today.
You said the water hoses?
I said that white people are sick of the blacks complaining.
You said the lynchings?
So what though?
The lynchings?
Did you know that there were, I think, something like 4,000 blacks who owned slaves?
4,000 blacks who own slaves?
In Kentucky or one of those areas.
What source is that? No, what's your source?
One of my hosts talked about it the other day on the show. But you didn't know that.
No, what's the source?
Oh, your little black supremacy book. You didn't look that up.
No. What source is that?
Let's do this. We'll
That's
get
a
it
lie.
and put it up there.
You ever heard of the book by James Lowe, The Lies My History Teacher Told Me? That would be in it. That's a lie.
Why don't black people...
I tell people all the time, if you think it's a lie, go look it up. I come from Mississippi. People talk about Mississippi being racist and terrible. I come from a town called Pascagoula, Mississippi. My city was formed and created by freed blacks before slavery ended, freed blacks that had bought their freedom or earned their freedom, were given their freedom, and they built a fucking city from land that was given to them, you know, not by a government, but by the people down there in South Mississippi. And that is a town that's the least racist place I've ever seen in my fucking life. That's where I was born and raised and from. A town created by freed blacks during slavery. And so I always thought it was funny. I didn't see racism. I thought racism was all bullshit. You know what I mean? Until I got out of Mississippi. And then all those racist motherfuckers like to tell people that Mississippi's a racist state. That makes them feel better about their fucking hatred and bigotry. But go down to South Mississippi, like I said, study about past Christianity, and tell me, oh shit. I believe it's one of the best cities in the fucking world to live in.
Hey, noble ones, welcome to Metatron's Academy. If there is one thing that really fascinates me the most, is the idea of being able to tap into the past, a time long gone, just to hear how people spoke. Now, given I wish we had access to recordings from the Middle Ages, an impossibility for obvious reasons, but we do have access to stuff that is still very old. For instance, I found this video that really blew my mind. It's titled Incredible Footage of a Woman Who Was Born in 1835 being interviewed in 1929. So let's just pause for a moment before we click and we watch it, and when we react, there is a 3 minutes and 59 seconds version, so we're going to watch this one here. Former U.S. Senator, I think her name is Rebecca Felton. What I'm interested in is trying to see from a linguistic perspective the way she speaks. How different is it going to be? She's an American. Is it going to sound transatlantic? Like, maybe even older than that. I'm just fascinated by it. This is someone who was born in the way they speak. It's kind of gone. It's something that I find being able.
I was a delegate to St. Louis, a juror at St. Louis. I think for a North Georgia cracker of my size and age, I've had a pretty good education all that night.
Yeah.
That do all right?
That do all right? She was asking the. Oh, that's good. Yeah, of course. Actually, like that they left in these.
I was a 3-year-old girl when the Indians were moved from this country to Indian territory. I have an indistinct recollection of seeing the red men as they went through the woods, for everything was woods nearly at that time. I have a distinct impression, if a 3-year-old child can have it. Nevertheless, I have been here since that time, and I've seen the march of progress all the way. At that time, we had only stagecoaches, and we only had horses and buggies, and we had lots of footback travelers.
So yeah, that's another thing.
A lot of walkers. They don't sound too terrible.
Who put this in the bathroom? This is literally a camera.
Ya está escrito. Tú vas preso. ¿Preso? Sí. Preso, sí, va preso. ¿Qué tú crees? ¿Qué tú crees que es eso? Espérate un momento. Es una felonía.
It's 5 p.m. at a mall in Miami-Dade County, Florida, where police respond to a report of a camera found in a bathroom.
Who called you?
Man.
You? Okay, come over here so we can follow over here.
Okay, so I'm the store manager, and I was off today, and one of my associates called me. She was in the restroom. She was. Yes, it's my husband, yes. And I'm the store manager of the store, yeah. My assistant manager. He had this pen. He's over here. He's the one with the suit.
Okay.
So he had this pen. One of my key holders. I found this in front found the tweets. So he's been recording. He has a micro SD card inside. And she confronted him, and he said that he needed this pen because he's been recording everything to protect himself in case any like legal issues happen.
Can you show me exactly where you found it?
Yeah.
One employee tells police the camera was disguised as a pen and found in the restroom, pointed at the toilet.
She's gonna show me where she found it. Hey, that'll work.
So the camera is right here, as you can see.
Okay.
And it was placed over here like that. It was placed like that.
To be able to capture everything.
And we did here.
Right.
You know, what is that?
Let me see that.
I'm sorry, please let me call you back.
That's fucked up.
Who found it? You were using the bathroom?
Yes, I was using the bathroom. Look. This is exactly, look, I literally have a picture of it.
He admitted to it?
Yes, he admitted it to two different people. Look at it sitting right there and it's facing, he
You wanna
tucked
press
it.
charges?
What does that do?
He goes to jail. This is called digital voyeurism. He is recording you in a place where you have an expectation of privacy. That's not your problem.
Do not.
That's not your problem. He doesn't use his bathroom.
Everybody uses it. We don't know
Do you know what he's using those videos?
how many times he's recording, you know?
She found it. Do you use his bathroom?
I use it.
You want to press charges?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, you talk to him first before I jump the one. Yeah, I remember that.
Where's the other part of the pen?
It's when
I
it
have
came
it all.
out.
This is coming with us.
I don't know if these, I'm pretty sure these cameras record at all times. He tried to take it out of my hand when I came out with it.
He tried to take it out of your
When I
hand?
came out with it, I said, what the is this? Who put this in the bathroom? This is literally a camera.
Okay, and what
And
did
he
he say?
immediately jumped up. He's like, oh, that's mine. No, I dropped it.
Okay.
You don't.
And then that's when I put my hand there. I was like, I'm not giving it to you. I was like, I'm not giving it to you. And then I came back here. I locked myself up and I started calling everybody because I don't know what the fuck to do.
I'm gonna take this with me, okay? Just stay away from him. Don't say a word to him.
Why in the fuck would you want to put a camera in the bathroom? You that interested to see somebody take a shit?
Now, Oz, it's time for Metal News with your co-anchor people, Ozzy Osbourne and Dee Snider. Oz, why don't you get a for a minute? All you Black Sabbath fans are going to have a busy 1986 trying to keep up with these guys, okay? First of all, a new Sabbath LP is coming out next week. It's called Seventh Star and features Tony Iommi, the only original member left in the current Sabbath lineup. Some of you girls may be happy to know that Tony has broken off his engagement to guitarist Lita Ford. I think more of you guys are going to be happy. Now, Ozzy has a new album coming out. Come on back, Oz, co-anchor person. I got to ask you, impromptu interview here. Tell us about the new album. It's called The Ultimate Sin. It was produced by Ron Nevison. We go on the road in March, and I can't give you any tour dates at the moment because I don't know myself. Keep us on the edge of our seats. When is the album coming out? The 27th of this month, January. The 27th, in a mere 10 days, ladies and gentlemen. At long last, Ozzy Osbourne's new album. I'm really excited about this. All right, now, we got some tour dates for bands you had better catch before they get huge. That's Megadeth. The band features Dave Mustaine, formerly of Metallica, and he won't let us forget it either. And will feature material from their current Positive Fun LP, Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good. Well,
I'm high and horny. What would make you those things this morning, pray tell? A liberal.
Look, between you people, don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. Don't talk to. I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way. Look, between you people, don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way.
You're just a lightweight.
I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way. Look.
Are there any drugs in this house?
If there are, you better find them and give them to me immediately. No, they're not.
No drugs in the house right now.
Not that I know about. If I know about them, I'll find them and throw them away. It's not a big deal. Ooh, drugs in the house. Wrong time.
Did you have to go? Are there any drugs in this house?
If there are, you better find them and give them to me immediately. No, they're not.
No drugs in the house right now.
Not that I know about. If I know about them, I'll find them and throw them away. It's not a big deal. Ooh, drugs in the house. Wrong time.
Did you have to go?
Drugs in the house.
Are there any drugs?
Let me get this straight. This dude breaks into a store, gets shot with a shotgun, and decides, you know what, let me run that back real quick. We talk a lot about criminal stupidity on the channel. And he's about to find out.
Of course, it sounds like explosions going off while he's getting in, and then he tiptoes around like he's the Hamburglar.
The 33-year-old goes behind the counter. Then here's one of the owners in a rear room. The East Tennessee man runs from the store.
We think everything's over with.
Then, surprisingly, just moments later, returns, pulling a 9mm from his backpack.
So, hold on. So you broke in, got spooked, ran away, then decided, nah, I got unfinished business, and came back with a fucking gun? What kind of low IQ GTA side mission logic is this? And folks, this is why you can't rely on, if they see someone's home, they'll run away. Sometimes they don't run away. Sometimes they come back with a gun.
Shop owner Roger McCandless is ready, armed with a shotgun. The store owner fires one time, striking the bandit in the stomach while retreating.
And this is where we need to talk. Because, Roger, my guy, you loaded that shotgun with birdshot. Let me be clear, birdshot is not self-defense ammo. It's for birds, clay pigeons, maybe squirrels on a good day. But people? It's like trying to stop a charging bull with a handful of Tic Tacs. It's just not going to work. But now, to be fair, it worked enough, but not entirely, because
the suspect opens fire, shooting as many as 5 rounds. Bullets hit the floor, the ceiling, the wall.
Exactly. He returned fire. 5 rounds. That's 5 bullets that could have ended a life. And you know why he was still able to do that? Because birdshot doesn't stop the threat. It slows it down. Maybe distracts it, but it doesn't end it. Had that been buckshot or a slug, There's no return fire, just a criminal on the floor making bad life choices through a mouthful of laminate. And that's the goal of self-defense. Stop the threat. Not necessarily kill, not warn, not injure. Stop the threat.
This is dash cam as the armed man limps into the street. He tosses his firearm, then surrenders to the Hendersonville police.
It was all in a matter of a few seconds. You don't have time to get scared. You just have time to react.
This owner was prepared for the situation, and
What up, Seagull Sausage? How the hell you doing? How in the hell you doing? Don't stand so.
My journey as a mother of 3 boys.
Jose. I wish I could find that video I'm looking for, man. Son of a bitch. Shit to yourself. Keep the shit to yourself.
Keep that shit to yourself. Got no help no wealth. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. It ain't about no help no wealth. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. Shit to yourself. The deep ain't about no help no wealth. Keep that shit to you. Keep that shit to yourself. Shit to you. Keep that shit to yourself. Ferrari, Tommy belts, 50 days in the forest, I make friends with the elves. Maserati, almond milk, I eat fish and I feel bad. Macadamia, musketeer, neon navy pioneer. All that hate up in my ear, I got the fuck up out of here. Made them box feel like Biden when I pulled up right beside him. Pulled up sour apple cider, oh shit, they go Slimer, it's the Spectre Ghostbuster. Call me Dan Aykroyd, Aquaberry, diamond clusters. Top tier chandelier, I ain't jumping off the pier unless the water crystal clear. Set sail, virgin voyage, set sail like Tom Sawyer, straw hats like Huck Finn. Chin music like Dwight, Doc Gooden on the mic. Polar bear, Klondike, ice froze the whole night. Moon reflect up off the Rolls Royce, tail light. I ain't even pressed start, on a dark street shark. Gotta play a few parts. Whip look like white stripe on a pitcher's mound. Keep that shit to yourself. Got no help no wealth. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. It ain't about no help no wealth. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. Shit to yourself. The deep ain't about no help no wealth. Keep that shit to you. Keep that shit to yourself. Shit to you. Keep that shit to yourself. Sorry. Haters nowhere near. Had to double check the rearview mirror just to make sure it's clear. Yeah, they trying to figure out what I'm on. Used to bust zone for zone. Did it all on my own, even when they did me wrong. I'm the one they doubt. Always figured out my route. Fresh crops about to sprout. From the south, you know diamonds are mouth. Diamonds on chain, diamonds on ring. Stay stable with they offspring my name. One thing I'll never do is change.
Woohoo!
Trunk full of scum. I'm the one signing deals for crumbs. Hate me, they just a bunch of chums. Keep a bad one with me, she rollin', why not drive? I ain't stressing nothing, now it's private jets for my flight.
I tell people, I work for the fucking Air Force. If you fuck around with this country, you're gonna find out. I didn't have a fucking clue. Holy fucking shit. I'm telling you. You don't want to fuck around and find out. I'm going to tell you the truth about it. It's terrifying just seeing it and listening to it start up. I could never imagine receiving all the fucking payload. Oh, fuck. Pretty fucking funny. Looks like you're writing some kind of AI code or something. What are you doing? This is a Carter 2. I've started vaping extract of mullein. Like a boss. It is fucking pleasant to dab. You can dab the fuck out of this, man. It's nice. Chlorophyll has a lot of copper in it. Keep that shit to yourself. Shit to yourself. Are you on the square, Joni? Are you on the hammer? What up, Sandy Peaches? Why are you a fucking retard? What the fuck are you talking about, Cole? Holy fucking shit. Jesus fucking shit, man. Fuck. You know, ass, bitch, cock, damn, eat shit. Or I should say excrement. Fuck. Yeah. Damn piece of shit. It's gotta be a bunch more. What in the flying fuck? Holy shit, man. There's a whole alphabet of fucking goddamn language to speak. Are you worried about fucking words? Are words bad? Are any words actually bad? And what makes the word bad? Because of the message that's carried? What about a word like fuck? Now, fuck's been said for fucking hundreds of years, and it's said by a lot of people. Oh, it's taboo, but man, it's a very useful word. Have you ever looked at the history and the usage and how it's used? Man, what a fucking variety of verb, adjective, pronoun, fucking, I mean, you could, holy crap, it's like salt. It's a fucking hell of a seasoning. You can use it so many ways. If you don't want to use words, you're by all means free to not use any word that you don't see fit to use. But what gives you the right to tell another human being that they can't use a word? We don't want you to say retard. Okay, what if I say slow? You're acting a little slow. Is that better? What if I told you that retard means slow? What's different? What's different? How you perceive the word or how you understand it? You don't want to be called slow. Don't act slow. There's words out there to describe your behaviors. There's words like ignorance to describe the act of being ignorant. What is ignorance? Ignorance is when you don't know. You just don't know better, right? You don't know. You incorrectly feel it's this way. You just don't know. You're ignorant. This is what, it's not a bad word. That's not somebody talking shit about you. If you're acting ignorant and somebody says you're fucking being ignorant, you're being ignorant, you're going against the established wisdom, the evidence that we have. You're being, it's not a bad word. It's not a bad word. You can be willfully ignorant. You can refuse to, I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to inform myself on this topic. I'm going to remain ignorant on this topic, knowing that I could be fucking enlightened. That's willful ignorance. Stupidity. This is when you're actually aware of the correct way. You have seen the right side. You understand it, and you refuse to accept it. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It's not bad. They make these words to describe these things. And of course, the person who is a stupid ass or an ignorant person, they wouldn't want to hear this because they don't like hearing about themselves. Oh, God, they're not talking about me. Nobody's talking about you. Nobody just magically saying that you're a fool for no reason. People are saying you're foolish or you're ignorant because of your words or your actions. You've done something foolish or ignorant, and somebody is calling you out on it. You don't like that. There's an idea. Instead of crying and say, don't call me a fool, say, oh yeah, well, this is how it really is, and this makes you the fool. And then the person would have to say, oh wow, I didn't know, man. You're right. I didn't know about that. You really informed me. But it's not about information gathering. It's not about making the world a better place. It's about hanging on to your fucking ego, clenching onto it as tight as you fucking can for whatever fucking reason you can, which makes you a fucking pussy, a piece of shit, and all sorts of other derogatory names that I will call you to describe your state of fucking being. And if you don't like it, you can get the fuck over it rather than crying over the words, or you can change your fucking behavior. You can accept that, hey, I'm a willful, ignorant being that I refuse to educate myself on fucking things. I refuse to understand a situation. This is, and I will die. If this is how you choose to be, but be aware that that's what you're doing. I don't have no problem telling people right off the bat, listen, you're going to have to break it down and spell it out for me because I'm a really stupid person. I'm a dumbass, but I'll be the first to tell you that. This way we can have an exchange of ideas in a clear and concise manner. You don't have to fucking try to confuse somebody. You can spell it out really fucking simply. I'm not offended. I'll let you know off the bat. My brain's a little fucking slow. Help me out a little bit here, guys. Don't go crazy with me. Let's break it down real fucking slow. Let's break it down really fucking slow. I don't have no problem with that. It's funny, when I do this, it always makes the other person seem really fucking stupid. Such is fucking life. Such is life. I don't have a problem being stupid, being a fool, especially if that's what I am. But if I'm not, what the fuck does it matter? Huh? Because after all, words and all, it really can't hurt. It's my fucking channel. What does it matter? What does it matter if I swear? If you're offended, here's an idea. If you're offended by swearing, know that there might be swearing occurs on this channel from time to time, contextually and educationally, and it will inform you, okay? Now, what you can do is, if you might get offended by the language, you can take your fucking retarded ass somewhere else. Why are you watching something that would offend you and telling me it's my problem? This is like a homosexual that wants to wear a fucking goddamn tranny dress and wear all kind of fucking goofy, retarded fucking face paint and stand on the streets and scream for attention, beg to be seen. And then when somebody sees and says, look at this silly faggot, they gonna get offended. It's a fucking joke to me. If you don't want to be seen as a silly faggot, don't march around the fucking streets looking like a fucking silly faggot. Here's an idea. Here's an idea. You put yourself into a place where people are going to call you a silly faggot. Oh, no, you're going to get mad at it. The fuck? What kind of sense does this make? You're on a channel where I'm an adult who gives zero fucks. I don't care. Unfiltered. You're going to hear a little language. Get over it. You got to cry about it? Okay. Who gives a fuck? Nobody here. You're not going to get any sympathy. What up, man? I thought I saw Main Mushroom coming here. Maybe I was wrong. You shouldn't talk about the prophet. You shouldn't talk about the prophet like that. It's not cool. It's pretty rude. It's pretty rude to talk ill of other people, especially if you don't understand the faith. You know, many times people were married or promised in marriage, and the marriage wasn't consummated until maturity occurred. Fact of the matter. So we can talk shit out of ignorance. We can talk things, but if you don't know, you don't know. We shouldn't be inflammatory towards another person's religion. If we seek to talk about somebody's religion, let's strive to understand their belief system before we choose to talk shit about it. You know, by doing this, you might say, wow, this is actually a pretty beautiful fucking thing. This is pretty cool stuff. And you're saying they can have that. I don't want to see no radical people, no killing. Just like I don't want to see Christians fucking bombing a fucking abortion clinic. I don't want to see that. That doesn't make sense. I don't want to see anybody bombing anybody else because they feel something is wrong. I don't think that's proper. I don't care who it is. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Islam is bad or wrong, and I'm not going to speak bad about the Prophet Muhammad. I won't do it. Out of respect for another person's faith. And it doesn't matter what I feel personally about their faith. It doesn't matter how I feel about radical Islam. That has no bearing on nothing. As far as my understanding goes, as a stupid person, I understand the Quran. I've read it, and I don't see it to be bad. I don't see him talking about killing Christians and Jews. I have the wisdom to know that an infidel doesn't mean a non-Muslim. You think, you know, saying stupid people fucking like, oh, what, Muslims, they want to kill the infidel. Okay. Death to the infidels. Sure, why not? Do you know what infidel means? Godless. You reject the concept of a God. So where do you extrapolate Christians and Jews who are believers in the same God as the Muslims, Allah, the God of Abraham? It's the same God. And in the Quran, it actually actively says that they're brothers. Where did you just magically pull that they want to kill infidels, so that means they want to kill Christians? Or Muslims? No. Godless heathens. And you know what? Me personally, I'm tempted to fucking say, hell yeah, I don't have no problem with that. These motherfuckers are corrupt. These fucking evil fuckers that prey on children, pedophiles, and fucking thieves, and murderers, and fucking evil fucking people. We gonna put them into a fucking jail? Let them get out and do the same thing and repeat this cycle over at the cost of our own selves. It's our stuff getting stolen. It's our fucking kids getting raped and molested. It's us being affected. It's us being affected. And they're getting fed and sheltered for it. Kill the godless fucking heathens. If you're that against life, let life be against you. It shouldn't be that bad. Why is it so confused? Well, you think it's about you because you made it into an ego thing. This is not what the book is saying. You don't understand what an infidel is. Maybe you're godless and you're afraid if you are, and you're sinful and you're a wicked person and you reject the concept of God and goodness, you have no place in your life for Sunum Bonum, the highest good. Who the fuck needs you in this world? What contribution can you ever be to society? Out of curiosity. They all came from the same origin. It's 100% foolish. It's one to create, because all this division and hate is created. What in the fuck? These people have this understanding and they have this culture. And these people have this understanding and this culture. Fact of the matter is, here you have Rome, the occupier of these people. Rome, the evil occupier that came in and then stole their little faith, their little belief system they had coming up, took that and then twisted it and corrupted it to serve their Roman narrative. And Rome, which was a European force, more so than the Middle Eastern force, spread Christianity all throughout the Western world, all through Europe and whatnot. And it wasn't something that the Jews took on to the other people of the world, spreading their message. And it wasn't what the fucking Muslims carried as their message. This was the Romans' message. The Romans telling their own story of how the Romans killed Jesus. I think it's pretty fucking evil when you glorify the death of a man, any man. I don't. when you look at the Bible, talk about graven images. To make a graven image, this is a totally Roman idea. A graven image of the divine, totally against the Jewish idea. But it doesn't strike because nobody is weird. I don't mind the image of the cross. I think the cross is cool. But you see the graven image of a man, a sculpture or a painting, a picture. I don't know. Maybe artists can have a certain liberation, but maybe they shouldn't. You believe in Jesus. You don't do any Allah Akbar, so you're an infidel. That's not true. If you believe in Jesus, if you're a Christian, you're not an infidel. That's out of your, if you're saying that you're an infidel, because you're a Christian, just saying you're rejecting the idea of God just because you're a Christian, that you can't see the evil there. You don't see how that's wrong. Who's telling you that where are you getting this infidel from? Why? What about believing in Jesus makes you an infidel? Do you not accept Jesus as the Son of God and the embodiment of the Holy Spirit all in one? You know, a carrier, a bearer of the Holy Spirit, the Son, the Father. Gotta go sweat. Yeah, man. I think it's all pretty fucking silly to me. It's all about the ego, the me, mine. My belief system is right. What the fuck? Practice your faith, man. Follow through. Or better yet, learn. Study all faiths. And then make an informed decision. It might not be the faith of your forefathers. You might choose to worship any way you choose to feel to worship. And you should have the freedom of doing that. If you're not denying the will of other people and hating other people for what they're doing, I think you're doing pretty good. Take it easy, Angela. Get it, son. I hope Angela has the greatest day ever. The rain and fade lies mainly on the plain. My day is going pretty damn good. Pretty damn good, man. I had a little stomach ache when I woke up. It wasn't a little stomach ache, it was a big stomach ache. Someone out into the woods across the street over there, and I took a big old dookie. But now I feel better. I feel like I'm 100 pounds lighter. I don't work. I'm currently out of work. I have no money. I'm broke. If anybody wants to send Melty some donations so that I can fucking pay some bills, it might be fucking cool. If not, I'm not asking, and I'm not worried about it. But the bottom, the end, the fucking, I don't know. I don't know what to do, what's gonna happen. I did. What up, Percio? Percio. I thought I had a bag of Q-tips in there. I guess I didn't. What in the hell? Shit, no doubt. We're all fucking there together, man. This is why it's fucking hopeless. This is why it feels so hopeless. Cool Whip, what it do? It's my home, man. It's all I got. I can go inside the garage of friends' houses and stuff. But I really ain't got many options. I can be a bit of an asshole and hard to handle at times. And so I feel like if I stay in my truck, I'm out of people's hair. I'm out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. I got accused of some fucked up shit. I didn't like it, so I called the man who was accusing me a cocksucker. Turns out the man who was accusing me was actually the vice president of the company I was working for. And it didn't matter that he was wrong. It showed the video evidence that he was in the wrong. But he wasn't going to tolerate being called a cocksucker in front of all his fucking employees. Well, every one of your employees knows that you're a cocksucker. And you act like a cocksucker. And you're a drunk all the fucking time. Matter of fact, they call you Captain Morgan because you're such a drunk. So no, but just because nobody else is willing to call you a cocksucker, don't mean I wasn't willing to. Mine ear has been itchy. My knee got bit by like a fucking million spiders, man. I think so, at least. No, I got nothing. I've been the black sheep my whole life. The outcast, the misfit, the non-understood. I've learned to go it alone. I think I'm just gonna go to jail. Have all my needs back. I'll just stay there. I'm not paying no fines. I'm not doing nothing. You know, if you want to keep me in jail, keep me in jail. If you want to let me go, let me go. But you're not gonna put me on probation. I'm not gonna give a flying fuck. I'm gonna fucking violate probation anytime. I'm not gonna report for anything. It's not gonna matter to me. You're never gonna get any money out of me. Yeah. It is what it is. I'm not gonna abide by state-sponsored terrorism. It's what it is. It's state-sponsored terrorism. It's totally big money, man. I don't know what the hell you're saying, but I'll cut a motherfucker. Keep that shit to yourself. It ain't about no health or wealth.
Warning. This one is gonna be. Hey, shut the fuck up!
I don't have money to pay child support right now. Contempt of court, they want me to pay $1,400 a month without a job.
Get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper. Underground methods. Top notch rules. Get the most, not the little. Straight terror. But the day your errors. Pushing country, baby, got the body you can measure. Trendsetter. The one who get a weather. Swerving while I'm bumping my better.
Listen, I don't care what you hate. Your heart could be filled with hatred. And it doesn't matter to me, man. You make your own decisions and you live however you choose to live, bro. Then eat fruits and vegetables. I would suggest you eat them. You've just gotten banned by a Hindu because even the Hindu person sees through your ignorance. It's from coming here as a vegan, and then the first thing talk about hate. And who's the bad guy in the world? The guy who loves meat. The guy who loves meat. He loves me enough to be involved in conservation, hunting, to keep the animal population safe and healthy. That man who loves eating meat, or the one who hates meat and hates people who eat meat. The person who hates. You're one of the people that hates. Do you think that makes you a good person? Do you compensate by only eating vegetables because you're just a hateful piece of shit? Do you only eat vegetables so you can have another reason to hate? Just out of curiosity. Nobody gives a fuck what you eat. Go fucking eat and fucking close your fucking mouth and mind your fucking... As long as you're not eating anything in front of us, we don't give a shit. If you eat like me and you take and chew your food properly, sometimes I talk a little bit with my mouth full, but I don't try to sit there and maul my fucking food. Yeah. I've eaten on a million live streams. Do y'all think I eat with my mouth open? Y'all see me eat all the time. It's way too much. It's way too much. I'm not... It's whatever. I went to the court to say I don't have a job. I can't. You're asking too much. I've fucking got an injured fucking back. I'm fucking goddamn mentally fucking goddamn destroyed. My fucking life has been fucking shattered and ruined. In what fucking world do y'all live in? You want me to go to jail? You just want me to just lock me up? You know, you ain't gonna get no money from me for contempt of court. Never, ever, 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 ever. Just like you ain't ever gonna get a dime from me now. A fucking dime. I try to pay what I can. I try to pay something. Gotta be able to live myself. Can't worry about the decisions you make and the choices you make. You've got to fucking fend for your own, just like I've got to fend for my own now. I don't have nothing. You can't take. You've squeezed everything from me. You can't take blood from a turnip. No matter how you squeeze this motherfucker. I can't make it for myself. I'm gonna lose this truck here shortly, I guess. I don't think I'm even gonna worry about putting a mirror on it or window back on it because I'm not gonna be able to pay for this motherfucker. It's got me fuckered, son. Whatever, man. It's the world we live in. It's a fucking corrupt and evil fucking place. It's disgusting. I've never seen this technique, but this bird has got a great technique. It's a little bird, and he's hunting the grass, and he's got his wings spread, and he's down real low, and he's going down, so he can make a shadow and get any bugs that get scared of the shadow. That's his own little technique. He's going to probably teach that to his kids. What's up, bro? Doing, man. Doing. Alrighty, man. What up, Bear? How the hell you doing, brother? You haven't seen me online in months. I saw you just recently. I'm working on it. My back is shot right now. I've been trying to find work. I can't find work. I'm fuckered. I'm fuckered. My back is, I can't hardly stand up straight. My fucking hurt. You're hard pressed to think you're gonna walk into place and maybe need some work. But what I need to do is file for disability. It's what I need to do today. My back hurts immensely, bro. It's fucking insane. Rich and Turn is fucking depressing as fuck. You know what I'm saying? If I had extras, I ain't got no problem showing y'all my shit. I wish y'all could see my x-rays. So the back of my spine.
Take off on my man.
All right. See the spine right here? Let me see if I got one with the hips. There's one with the hips. All right. You see this one back here where the spine is kind of going up crooked? All right. Now, mine is kind of doing that, not as drastic. But on top of that, everything from the bottom of my tailbone to sacrum all the way up to about right here is solid bone. Everything is fused solid together. So I don't have no flexibility. And so how do I bend down, you ask? Well, how are you able to be so flexible and do shit like that? Well, let me tell you how. Because my hips are fucking rolled like this, which makes my ass look really fucking fat. And it makes my gut look big because everything is, you know what I'm saying, rolled out. Okay, so my belly wants to stick out more and my butt wants to stick out more. It's the back. The back disc is all fucked. And so I go to the chiropractor every now and then, not so I can get my back adjusted so much, but so I can get my hips rolled back in line. You know what I mean? And what I'm afraid of is I'm going to get stuck like that forever and not be able to move. I don't want that. So I do things like lift my hips up, like clench my butt cheeks, like I'm trying to stop myself from being penetrated. And I relax. I do it again. And I think that kind of rolls some hips back in place. I'm fuckered, man. I got a titanium rod from the kneecap to the ankle. My knee doesn't stop hurting me. My foot doesn't stop hurting me. You know, these are things I just gotta live with and deal with. My back doesn't stop hurting me. These are things I just gotta live with and deal with. And it sucks. It's crippling. You know? Just doing the simple things, man. Just doing it. Just getting up out of bed, taking a shower, getting dressed. That's half of my fucking day. That's literally, okay, I don't got much left in me, guys. I don't got much left in me. And so this is what I go to work and I go and do the shit that I can do. I can do really good. But the shit that I can't do, they're like, Melty, don't touch that. Let somebody else do that. You know, we want you doing other things for a fucking reason. Because it sucks. And if I can't move, I'm fucking crippled, then I can't do shit. So, yes. Why do you live in the car? Because I'm homeless. I don't have a place to go. But at least I can find a shady park to park at. I'm the homeless homosexual. Really? No shit. Hot air balloon disaster in Brazil. 22 people in the basket. 8 died. The rest lived. So, 14 people lived and 8 died. Is that right? Is my math? Did my math? Son of a bitch. Something sounded off. Now listen, I'll ride me a fucking balloon. A bunch of fucking Lawrence. I'll ride me a balloon. But I'm going to tell you what, my hot air balloon is going to have to be equipped with a parachute. Thank you, Sammy P. I'm going to tell you the truth about it. I'm 22 fucking people in one hot air balloon. That in itself is a fucking disaster. What? Look at that shit, man. That's like 2 motherfucking mini chains. Three chains? Gandalf Hitler. If I could name a boat and work her, what would you call her? What would you name her? The Miss Z. Z. Miss Z. Miss Z. This is not fool's gold. This is not gold plated. All 3 of my chains are stainless steel. This is stainless steel chains. I like the gold color. I like it. I like the way gold looks on my olive skin. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the fact that it's stainless steel, a durable, tough metal that I've worked with my whole life. Like me, it could withstand the pressures of the sea. This is totally non-gold. But it's not gold plated, like I said. It's not fake gold. It's stainless steel. And I think it looks good. This is the lion. Stainless steel. Ah, shake hands. Fuck. That is fucking the most racist thing. TK comes in here and he wants to call other people racist. But then he implies that Bear has jungle fever. As if there's a problem. What's wrong with jungle fever? What in the hell? And now you're gonna sit here and call the fucking Hindu people shaky heads. What in the fuck? Man, that don't make no sense, bro. Thank you. Come again. Dark meat. We all like dark meat. But that don't mean we don't like light meat too. Listen, I'm a fine connoisseur of all meats. Give me white meat, give me dark meat. I don't mind duck. You know, give it all. Dark meat only. See, now that's racist. That why is it gotta be about fucking the color? It should be the quality of the meat that matters the most. I don't understand this shit. All right, guys, I'm gonna slide on out of here. I'll play around a little bit later. Go make some phone calls and see what I can get shaking. Son of a bitch. I gotta go, man. I got to go. I might try to contact disability or something. Let's just get it done. Yeah, come and join me, guys. I'll be back on a little later, I think, maybe. Deuces. Thank you, Sammy P, once again for posting that.